Hello, everybody. My name is Debashish Roy. I'm the Senior Network Analyst at the Indian Cybersecurity Solution, and I welcome you all to this quick session. There is a webinar on managing multi-cloud environments with AWS. So AWS is the leader in the cloud computing, Amazon Web Service. Now, other clouds are also there, like the Azure. So that we call that multi-cloud environment. So what are the features that we have in AWS also in with other clouds like in Azure? So we'll discuss that here. So let's start. So we'll be discussing the maximizing benefits, the advantages of multi-cloud solutions. So we'll explore the advantages of utilizing multi-cloud and the benefits of flexibility, resilience, and cost optimization in the multi-cloud environment. So if you are having multiple cloud solutions, you are deploying data in multiple clouds. So what will be the options for you? Multi-cloud solutions offer flexibility by allowing organizations to actually leverage multiple cloud providers. Like you're having AWS, you're having Azure, you're having GCP, Google Cloud, say others like Alibaba or other many other clouds. Like Cisco has also a cloud like Cisco Meraki. So for different applications and different workloads and services. So actually the cloud services are actually the same. It is interoperable, but yes, you have different providers, so you have different options. So you have different options to keep your data open. So it is an open market, you can say. And this enables businesses to tailor their cloud strategy to meet actually specific requirements and avoid vendor lock-in. So I am not locked in on, I am not actually confined only one cloud provider. That is the thing. We have different options. So flexibility is there. Resilience is there. The resilience of multi-cloud solutions provide businesses with redundancy and failover capabilities. Yes, because if you are keeping data on one cloud, if that cloud fails, your data is gone. That is destroyed. But if you are having data in multiple clouds, then if AWS fails, their data center fails, you can have it in GCP or Azure. That is the advantage of multi-cloud, ensuring high availability and disaster recovery. This reduces the risk of downtime and data loss that I was talking about. So you are not having any downtime issue. You are keeping data in multiple clouds, so multiple sources, like it's a backup. You are keeping your data, you are keeping the backup in multiple solutions, you can say. By leveraging multiple cloud providers, organizations can achieve cost optimization through competitive pricing because you are not confined to a single cloud. You are actually having different cloud resources there, so actually you are having a competitive pricing, a lower pricing, because say the AWS is costing you more, say for example, or Azure is costing you more for one resource, so you will definitely go to the other cloud for the resource. So that is the advantage of multiple cloud solutions. You are not stick to the single cloud model. So resource allocation and workload placement, that is also very advantageous there in the multi-cloud model. This enables businesses to maximize efficiency and minimize expenses. So cost optimization, you have to minimize your cost. So that is also possible in multi-cloud. You have to compare the cloud solutions, not the one cloud. Multi-cloud solutions then enable scalability here by allowing businesses to dynamically adjust resources and scale applications across different cloud environments. And definitely it is possible for rapid growth of business demands. Security is also highly achievable in multi-cloud solutions by implementing diverse security measures and controls across multiple cloud platforms. So like there is IAM in the AWS, in Azure also you have RBAC, role-based account control. So these features are almost same, and it is in the same environment in the cloud, but in the different name. But you have different options there. So definitely your choices are wide open, and definitely you can get advantage of every cloud, because say one cloud has some one or two more features, so almost same, but you are getting the advantage of a little bit more features, so that you can definitely avail. But if you are stick to only one cloud, that you cannot. Performance optimization, yes, definitely that's the issue. Multi-cloud solution facilitate performance optimization by allowing businesses to actually leverage the strengths of different cloud providers for specific workloads, applications, geographic locations. So it is across the geographical locations. So definitely your performance and result will improve. Data portability in a multi-cloud solution allows businesses to seamlessly move and distribute data across multiple cloud platforms, enabling greater flexibility. So that I was talking about, that you can migrate your data, say, to the AWS, to the Azure, to the GCP, many clouds. So definitely it gives you a lot of flexibility, avoiding vendor lock-in. Compliance and governance is also a very important feature. Multi-cloud solutions support compliance and governance requirements by enabling businesses to select your cloud provider. You have to select the cloud provider according to that meets specific regulatory and industry standards, ensuring adherence to data protection and privacy laws. While multi-cloud solutions offer numerous benefits, there are challenges such as complexity, interoperability, and management overhead. That yes, you have to manage all the cloud resources efficiently. So definitely you have to be a very good administrator, very efficient administrator, and also there are complexities in different clouds also. So there are certain challenges, but the advantages are more. So best practices would be the benefits of multi-cloud solutions. The business should implement best practices such as comprehensive planning you should have, and workload placement strategies, and security integration, and effective governance to optimize their multi-cloud environment. So now in the AWS, I can show you in the AWS console, I can actually go, now this is Azure and this is my server-side AWS, and we can compare that. Like here it is EC2, like it is EC2 Elastic Compute Cloud, that is a virtual machine that we call it in actually AWS. These are the services that I'm showing you, and in Azure, similarly, we go for the virtual machine. So it is the same thing. It's the same thing in the cloud, but in the different name. So you can actually migrate your data in AWS or in Azure, anywhere. Similarly, if I search, say, the storage, so here you have this S3 or EBS, and here in the Azure, if I go to home, you have these different storage accounts, so resource groups. So these are the almost the same thing in different names. And here you have the blob storage. You can actually create the blob storage, you can create the resource groups there. So that is the same thing, blob storage account. Say you are creating any blob storage, and there definitely you can access it that remotely. So it is the same thing. So you can go to storage account there, you can create a storage account to store your data. You can go to the blob store and you can create the storage. So it is like the same thing. Also some like this S3 bucket that you have it in AWS, so that is also the remotely accessible. So it is almost the same thing, that it is interoperable. That is why when I started, I use this word, that it is interoperable. And also this IAM roles, yes, that is also a very important thing. IAM, identity and access management. There is a security thing, security policies, user groups, user roles. I have already shown you in previous webinars. So this thing is there in AWS. Also, see, you can create storage account that I was talking about. Now, again, if you go to the home and again you search for role-based access control, RBAC. So there just is coming. So let's go to the resource group. And there you have the role-based access control. Actually, they've moved it here. So access control IAM, that is the role-based access control. So you can go to the resource group and then you can search for it directly. It's not coming there. So see, you can see that that is also there in the Azure. So it is the same services that I'm talking about, that every service you talk about, that is the same thing. You can create storage, you can migrate the data migration service, you can have this role based access controls, IAM roles there. So you just name it, different services are there. Also in the AWS you have the see the databases. I can show you. You have, say, the DynamoDB. They're very much dependent on this DynamoDB, this MariaDB, these databases. And yes, it is there. NoSQL database. And again, here in Microsoft Azure, you can actually go for the SQL database, because it is Microsoft environment. So they prefer this SQL databases. So same thing. So this SQL, NoSQL database, everything is there. So it is like the multi-cloud environment that I'm talking about. So everything is organized similarly. It is a similar fashion that you are talking about. But only the difference is that the console is a bit different, some options are different. Like in AWS you are having a very organized console, that I say there is a very organized console, and you are getting many services. You just click on the services. You can get even the development level blockchain services, containers, anything and everything, machine learning, everything. And if you say about the Azure also, there also you can get a different service apps, services, SQL databases. Little bit less, you can say, if you compare with AWS Azure, I will say that AWS has more versatility. But anyway, two clouds are almost equal. And here, if you again search for the different services, and if you click on more services, then you will definitely explore the things. They are also having these services, like these containers are there in the Azure also. See these containers, see this DevOps option, databases, IoT. So different things are there. That is also there in the AWS console there also, that we saw. So it is almost identical, AI and machine learning. So that is there, but the AWS console, it is easier to find those. You have to just find it there by going through the options more in Azure, I feel. But the thing is that it is interoperable. So it is in multi-cloud. So you can use, for example, these two clouds together. Okay, so this is actually the thing that you can do. You can leverage the services of different clouds. Say you are migrating data and you are storing it in EBS or S3 in AWS. Again, in IAM roles or databases, you are going for the Azure. And also another thing is Active Directory. Yes, Active Directory service, ADDS, that is very much important in Azure, because Azure is Microsoft oriented. You can have it in AWS also, but ADS is for the Microsoft exclusive. And for that ADS, you can go for Azure. You can have the Azure AD connector, and from the on-premise or cloud server, you can migrate data to the ADS. That is a one-way migration. That is also a very important thing. For that, also Azure is a very good option and the best option for you. So we are seeing that these clouds are interoperable, and these clouds are almost similar, and you can leverage the features, the benefits of both the clouds. So I hope that it is clear to you now that why these two clouds are important for you. And we have already discussed it in theoretically through slides, what is the importance of this multi-cloud environment for the best practices using AWS and with other clouds like the Azure or other cloud solutions. And also I've shown you practically with the consoles, and the feature by feature I've shown you that these are almost identical, and main features, they are almost alike. So you can get the benefit of all these two clouds and other clouds as well. And also you can get a better flexibility, because if you are stuck to one cloud and the data center fails, yes, definitely you can have the redundancy there, but again you are stuck to the single provider. It is like the single ISP, the single home connection that we say. So if you are not having any dual home or multi-home connection, in that case what will happen, that definitely your data will fail, or your data will be lost. You will not be able to access the data on time. So there will be downtime in your network. So definitely we want that the time term should be 0. So in that case, you can definitely go for the multi-cloud environments. It will definitely save a lot of cost for your organization, and also it will be administratively very beneficial and smarter approach for you. And everything like the every network device now, that I say, routers, switches, WSC controllers are all moving towards the cloud. So definitely you should go for the multi-cloud environment rather than the single. So nowadays world is changing, this networking is evolving, automation is there, so everything is going to the multi-cloud. So I hope that is a great understanding for you and is a great help for you for understanding this multi-cloud. And thanks again for joining this quick webinar. And I hope that you have gotten immense knowledge on this multi-cloud, and definitely you will use it in your businesses, in your production environment, and you will definitely make the solutions available in the multi-cloud environment rather than in single cloud. So definitely I will come with some new topics soon. And again, I thank you all for joining this webinar. And I wish you all the best for your cloud journeys towards the cloud certification. And I hope that you have got an immense knowledge about this multi-cloud from this short webinar. So that is it for today for this webinar. I'll come some next topic in some days later. Till now, bye.